sports. And we'll see the Cowboys' creative quarterback. Everyone's still in awe of his last game, passing Norm Van Brocklin's 1951 mark of 554 passing yards. It's the Cowboys and the Giants, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
To get us started, kicker Sam Sloman.
And we are underway from AT&T Stadium.
And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25.
So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown pass.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. Second down. The numbers there for Kamara from a week ago. 19 carries, 86 yards.
And those numbers have both he and his blockers motivated this week. They saw that yardage total climbing, but stopped short of 100. Every one of them has to be driven this week to help them reach the century mark.
And he will go out of bounds down at the 15-yard line. 61 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Alvin Kamara, Charles, a guy from your alma mater there in Knoxville, and he has developed into a pretty...
And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown.
Van Jefferson,
his first touchdown on the year.
And the Giants need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. This one fielded at the 5.
And a pretty poor return as he will dive to the ground to give himself up. So here are the Cowboys now backed up to get this drive started. And they'll be led out by a guy who has a couple years under his belt in the NFL, their third-year quarterback. Throwing to start the drive. Graves. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted.
And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. So already trailing, Charles, they opted to try to take a shot on their first play from scrimmage. Obviously, that one didn't pan out.
Absolutely not. And how about the momentum that's being created now? You score, you take it.
Touchdown! DJ Moore, his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And that'll make the score 14-0. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone.
This one fielded at the 5.
Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys.
Well, Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. Back to throw. Graves.
Open man downfield is Lamb. It's complete.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 31-yard line. Off the play fake. Graves. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Off play action. Graves escaping the pressure right. And it's caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They go play action here on first down. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys have got it back to within a score. Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll make our score 14-7. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it's capped off for the Cowboys touchdown. After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. This is taken just shy of... And the ball comes out. Love lost it. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. Sam Sloman for the PAT. And we've got a good one brewing. We're not up at 14. So not only the call fumble, they get the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and they score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. From the 10. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. There's DJ Moore as he and the rest of the offense head back out there. There's a lot of talk in training camp about him getting off to a hot start this year, saying that they needed that. Well, he's done it through the first month.
It kind of reminds me of one of those great musical groups where one person has their name out front and they have the backups, right? He's the guy out front because the backups, they're doing what they're supposed to be doing, but we're going to the headliner each and every time. And that's not easily done because you know all the defenses are kicking towards him right now. That means he's fighting his way through traffic, finding ways to get open, even when he's not supposed to.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul. Roughing the snap on defense.
Now, you don't want to see that penalty at any point, but it adds a little extra to it when it comes on 3rd down.
It certainly does, because if this were a boxing match, they had him on the ropes there. 3rd down incompletion, 4th down upcoming. Instead, that mistake resets everything back to 1st down, which means they have to stay on the field longer to try and stop this drive.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hartman.
And we'll get this one underneath to Kamara.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 36. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara.
And he'll get it inside the 35.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll toss it out right to Kamara. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Hartman. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Loss of 10 is more till the defenders get to him.
That's not a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive. Right, 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Now a play fake here on first down. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Give him 30 yards there.
I would say just add that one to the total of big plays he's already made here in the first month of the year. You've got to think the front office and the coaching staff have got to be excited about what they've seen so far and really excited about what they expect to see down the road.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Graves going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Cowboys. DK Metcalf, 51 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. Touchdown pass gets him 6. A very, very tidy 2-play drive that time.
After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. From the 10. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So already not the best to kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
An entertaining start to this one. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Looking to throw. Hartman. He's got his man. It's Gallup. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. On 2nd down, Kamara. And some space here. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
90 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. Well, for Alvin Kamara, that speed-size combo, just about exactly what you want for a running back, and he uses that size, that strength to bust through a would-be tackler there.
Yeah, that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took out that initial contact, and in his mind just screamed, out of my way, and kept right on going, and wound up turning it into a big play.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. Evades him at the 10. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. And this offense on third down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw. Hardman. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. And the defense coming through on third down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
Blankenship's kick is good.
And that'll bring him back within 4.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Dallas offense back out onto the field. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body.
And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Hartman under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
Kayvon Thibodeau beat the O-line and recorded the sack.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And that'll bring him back within a point.
So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
The goal here is about getting any kind of positive yardage in this spot, because you don't care who, you don't care how. You just want to try and buy a little space and get away from your own end zone. But in this spot, the defense was all over that play and equally motivated to stick them with a safety.
The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach or offensive coordinator actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. I think we'll see plenty of that as the season moves on.
And I'm sure he said challenge accepted. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Hartman. That's complete to his running back, Kamara.
He'll get it inside the 20.
Touchdown, Giants.
Alvin Kamara,
42 yards, as his guys are able to extend their lead. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. He's got a man complete.
And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30.
A big play here for Dallas. 46 yards.
We spent a lot of time talking about what's going on with the evaluation, and they spent a lot of time saying, we've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability, and that's exactly what we're seeing here early in his career.
Drafted him in the spring. Here he is early in the fall making an impact. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Graves.
Throw left side, there's Schwartz with it.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
The Cowboys at 3-0 here in the month of September. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Working with a 2nd and 3.
Off the play fake. Graves. His throw caught right around the 6. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Back to throw again. The quick slant caught. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. So a decent gain there, but not their 4th consecutive first down like they had on the first 3 plays.
You sound almost disappointed there. You want to fire the offensive coordinator on that one?
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Cowboys have cut the lead back down to 2.
Well, surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this has helped them good. This is now a 1-point game.
After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. Not much leg here. Fields this at the 24-yard line.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here. Throw right side, going to be caught by Higbee.
Finding room at midfield. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this.
As a quarterback, you got to be cautious. You got to understand where the pressure is going to come from. This time, it's a cornerback coming after him. And this time, the cornerback just a bit late getting to him. The penalty assessed.
On 1st and 10, Hartman got his man complete over the middle. That's more.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. To throw on second down, Hartman, and he'll go right back to Moore, complete again. Then he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A gain of 13, it's a first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Again, he'll drop to throw. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. Touchdown! Alvin Kamara with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Giants will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. And now it's blocked. And the Cowboys pick it up. But he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I know it's easy to kind of shrug off a blocked extra point, but this game is shaping up to be a tight one. The second half, this could prove crucial.
Yeah, we might look back on this one. We'll have to wait and see.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Cowboy offense going to head out now late in this first half. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3, and take some momentum into the locker room.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Good defensive call right there, because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
He finds his man complete. That's Schmidt. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll look to throw again. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is caught inside the 5. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Off play action. Graves. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Cowboys have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
Point after up and good. He's going to tie our game as we approach halftime.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From way up at the 23. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, time for a trip around the league on this final weekend of September.
Well, look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the third quarter. Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
Fields this way up at the 17. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter.
This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
And he comes back with one complete.
And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Looking to throw. Graves. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schwartz.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there. 29 yards. And the Cowboys have broken the tie. Extra point right down the middle. They will take a 7-point lead. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it culminates in the Dallas touchdown.
After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. And here comes a return from just beyond the...
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Off the play fake. Graves. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. From 17 yards out.
And the Cowboys go up by 2 touchdowns.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now up to 14. A nice tidy little drive there. Getting the ball in excellent field position. And only one play to score it.
After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. This one taken just inside the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
And New York set to take the field. Throwing on first down. Hartman.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick.
And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
On first down, Graves. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride. Complete, puts it on the carpet. It's out. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Well, you had an off. And now, as with every potential trade, he's going to take a second look at this. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Off play action. Graves. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
Off the play fake. Graves. And his throw is incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw and coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Anthony Schwartz, 28 yards. And the Cowboys get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's capped off for the Cowboys touchdown.
After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. This one taken just inside the 10. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The possession switching back to the New York Giants. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Looking to throw on second down. Hartman on the left side. Gallup's got it. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted.
Andrew Booth picks it off. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
Off play action. Graves. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's caught at the 25. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Big play there. 62 yards. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. They certainly made quick work of that. Ultra quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see. Just one play resulting in the touchdown.
From the 10. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
And New York set to take the field.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. So the ball changing hands on the interception. But meanwhile here, we do have an injury on the play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek. And we'll take a break. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points. But he could not get that to stick. And that is a golden opportunity wasted there.
Him in stride.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Well, certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Dallas, Texas is the spot. Third quarter inside AT&T Stadium. Glad you're with us. Second.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down.
Off the play fake. Graves. And he is into the end zone for the Cowboy touchdown. A great play there. 30 yards.
And the Cowboys have taken a 5-touchdown lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. From the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Another drive coming up for New York's offense. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
Now a handoff up the middle. Hurd. And I don't think he got there. No, they stopped it right where it all started. No gain on the play there. Nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So here are the Cowboys to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak and right now looking good in this one as well.
All right, still makes a catch, even though it was tapped by the linebacker.
Touchdown, Cowboys!
DK Metcalf
with career touchdown number 75.
And the Cowboys have taken a 6-touchdown lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. Taken from about the 12. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Hartman. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Andrew Booth getting sent in on the corner blitz and getting home.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Kamara up the middle. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. 1 yard is the loss. They back up even further to a 3rd and 15. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. Back now in Arlington. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Operating from the gun, Hartman.
And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this will be taken at the 13. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And out will come the offense as they take over. Off play action. Graves looking left side. Andrews with it complete.
With that last completion, CD's now over 400 yards passing in the game, and quite a few of those have come via some pretty big strikes downfield. Certainly not afraid to challenge this secondary, and it's been successful.
I like your observation there, partner, because I agree. This is a group more than capable of torching a secondary any week, as evidenced by their combined stat line here. And in the time we have remaining, it wouldn't shock me at all to see them take another deep shot.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Graves. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there at 22. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 right at the 40. Now this throw caught left side. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Cowboys are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage.
No problem there on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. From way up at the 23.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
To throw on 2nd down. Hartman. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack.
Andrew Booth
picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. To throw on 3rd down. Hartman.
That's Gallup on the slant.
And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the 1st on the 35-yard strike.
Blankenship's kick is good.
And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
After the made field goal, here's Blankenship again. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The offense back out again, and there's the burner, Anthony Schwartz.
He's been a load for them to handle defensively, I know that much.
But look at him. He's got 7 catches on the game, and he's starting to shred them a little bit because not only is he catching them, he's picking up good yardage, keeping the chains moving, ball control, you name it. This big guy, what did you say? He's been a load for them to handle?
That's right.
Agreed.
This has 7 catches, as you said, over 100 yards. And he's got his man in stride, complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
And now they're in a hurry up. On 1st and 10, Graves. And this one is incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. Yeah, can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to. Because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
Not much leg here. Fields this at the 24-yard line.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. He has been a factor in a multitude of ways. Over 100 yards rushing. He's approaching that number in the receiving category, too.
And you know why I've always respected guys who can have these types of games? As a runner, you're going through a pile, people raking at the football all the time. Your hands take a beating, okay? And to be able to still go out and catch the football in open field after going through that guy's dynamite.
He's been dynamite in this game so far. We'll see defensively if they have an answer because they need to come up with something. Throwing on 1st down. Hartman complete on the quick throw to Moore. Past the 20. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
As they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Taken in at the 3. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. This offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy.
And that's caught inside the 35. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. That one looks like he'll throw here.
He'll fire deep downfield from Lamb.
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Charles, in this win, they've really just had one speed, and that's been all out. They're still driving the ball downfield despite the circumstances and the big lead, and they just continue to find ways to get into the end zone with ease.
They're certainly in that zone where almost everything they try is successful and often leads to points. Teams don't get those types of games very often, so when they do, many of them just want to take advantage of it to the last second.
And he will not make it to the goal line as this try for two is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long.
After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. From way up at the 23. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. There's DJ Moore as he and the rest of the offense head back out there. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Hartman. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On first down, Hartman.
This one brought in by Jefferson.
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good
as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Taken in at the 3. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Possession of the football going back to the Cowboys. But they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
Throwing again. Graves. He's going to let it go again. He's got a man complete.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. But he wasn't really big on that. He was big on go ahead and scoring. He's kind of reincarnated right here. We're watching it in front of us.
On the NFL scoreboard, they've gone to the 4th in Cincinnati. And that one pretty well wrapped up. The Bengals growing the lead even further. And if they could hold on to that lead, it would be win number 4 on the season for them. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
He's going to go up top again.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago. And you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for the Cowboys, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they'll drop down to 1-3, and they will try to get back in the swing of things next.